We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You look at this Browns defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is McCarthy. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. McCarthy operating from the gun. They'll find Metcalf. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. McCarthy going to throw again. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Smith. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. Cowboy, 60 Eagles, 19 Lions.
Here's McCarthy. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
2nd and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Back to throw, Purdy.
He sets the fire deep. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
You look at this Steeler defense.
Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Tyler Scott,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Now for the point after. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. 1918.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and a yard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Looking to throw McCarthy. Short throw to Smith. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Short throw to Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
But we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
To the air with McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to add on to that lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
14. Steelers 6.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from 28 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for them? Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
the gun. They'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Third and goal, McCarthy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Potw on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Second and 4. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. McCarthy looking left side and has got a man. That's one. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. McCarthy going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Here's Purdy.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Setting up a screen for Judkins.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now they'll change things up. Purdy looking to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordy Madison.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Touchdown, Browns!
Jordan Addison,
35 yards.
and the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
The extra point up and good. And that could be important, as that makes this a 16-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got room past the 30.
And all the way up to the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Now McCarthy.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Malik Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Well, indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Purdy. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Given 40 on first down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's McCarthy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The Browns drive about to get started. On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Purdy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
14 yards.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A give. Here's Jenkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
35. Steelers 12.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. To the air with McCarthy. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going for it, here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Give up the middle, Jenkins. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
18, what's up?
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Cause I never gave up. All of those going, get this